And the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission ends the 2022 general election a divided lot, split into two factions that cannot agree on the presidential election results. The division coming as Azimio la Umoja rejects these results and moves to seek legal and constitutional redress. Now, Brenda Wanga reports that the divisions are not entirely new to this and previous commissions.
Towards the tail end of the 2022 general election, and the electoral body split down the middle, pitting the chairman and two commissioners against his deputy and three commissioners. The two factions are engaged in a very public disagreement on the presidential election result.
Right now, two of my commissioners and the CEO are injured. And of course, they are being treated. We have staff who have been profiled.
We therefore decline to take ownership of the said results because the aggregation resulted in a total exceeding the percentage of 100.
The split brought about by the final tally of the presidential vote that has resulted in the declaration of a winner by the Commission's chairman and the acceptance of the same by the President-elect William Ruto, and the rejection of the same by the other half and the Azimio One Kenya presidential candidate Raila Odinga. Legal experts weigh in on the impact of the divisions on the results announcement.
When the chair of commission, the chair of IEBC, announced the results, it was his constitutional duty to do so.
While the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition explores, as it says, all legal and constitutional means to challenge that presidential tally, it won't be the first time the electoral body has found itself in this uncomfortable yet familiar grounds.
Kile sisi tunatangaza leo ni matokeo kama vile tumeletewa na maofisa wetu.
These divisions can be traced back to 2007 when the then Samuel Kivuitu-led ECK was accused by the opposition then of rigging the election in favor of the late Mwai Kibaki, who was seeking his second term. The late Kivuitu was unaware that some of his commissioners had created a parallel chain of command and were dealing directly with returning officers behind his back, a situation that resulted in the late Kivuitu infamously stating that he did not know who won the disputed elections. That chaotic situation led to the disbandment of the ECK and the creation of the Interim Independent Electoral Commission led by Isaac Hassan as a temporary measure before the promulgation of the new constitution in August 2010. The IEBC later morphed into the current IEBC after the promulgation of the constitution in 2010. The first test for the new commission coming with the 2013 general election that tried unsuccessfully to utilize electronic voter identification but failed. The result of that election was petitioned unsuccessfully. The Hassan-led commission was hounded out of office following months of street protests. In January 2017, 7 new commissioners took office led by Wafula Chebukati. This commission also experienced turbulent times, with the secretariat then led by Ezra Chiloba and the commissioners led by Chebukati pulling in different directions as far as the running of the commission's affairs was concerned. The divisions also spilled the commissioners themselves, with one of them, Roslyn Akombe, quitting days to the October 26th repeat election in 2017. 3 commissioners led by Vice Chairperson Connie Nkatha-Maina, Margaret Mwachanya and Paul Kurgat quit in the month of April 2018, saying they had no faith in the commission. Chebukati conceded that the IEBC commissioners were divided and were pursuing partisan political interests and that his suggestions were being shot down at plenary. The current commission finds itself back in the midst of yet another split, and the impact of that division on these elections is yet to be determined, with an expected legal showdown looming.
The question of the dissent, if any, by the 4 IEBC commissioners and its effect on the elections might be directly in issue.
Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.